Dono for 2 Retribution, 3 versus 3 on Angel Gate. I can't remember if it's custom or a ranked one. I think a custom, 3 versus 3. Blue side Nimsi with a Force Commander. Guy with some dots in his name, with Plague Champion. And Lolly with a Mech Boy. Against Frank, Electro Alpha, me, Alejandro Bella with a Plague Champion, and Sargo 13 with Commissar Lord. The bottom of the map, a mirror between me and the enemy, the opposing Plague Champion, and tough fight between two melee races like the Tyrannies and the Orcs. Much of the action at the bottom is focused on getting inside these garrisons around the map, the bottom of the map. Usually the player who gets inside first has the advantage over the others. I'm trying to force melee, I suppose, against these shooter boys. No, I'm actually going to revive the Lictor Alpha. Mech Boy already level 2, and we have Spore Mines for Frank. At the top of the map, as you can see, the classic play of the Imperial Guard getting a turret first and digging in the area. Usually a defensive race, but it can put some really some serious pressure in the first engagements. They lose much of their pressure power in the following ones. So thanks mainly thanks to the Descent, you know. I alert Sargo that the opposing Plague Champion is coming to cut his retreating path. He got a grenade launcher's heretics already. Almost an obvious choice on a map full of garrisons like this, full of bunkers. As you can see, the turret is very good to take down scouts, even in retreat. The scouts' armor is really bad, and even their damage, usually unless you upgrade them, they are almost useless in your first engagements. Now the Nimsi has Flamer for his tactical marines, and he will try to take down this turret, I believe. Yeah, he succeeds in this. And goes away with 3 tactical marines. Nice play, Ryan. I tried to take down the opposing heretics, but apparently I did not get them.
The enemy is claiming a victory point. Fight on and drive the enemy back. An ally has taken a victory point.
And a generator is coming up at the bottom of the map. Usually it's not a good place to put generators, since both these power nodes are contested and the opposing side can focus them down pretty fast, since they are close to the enemy bases, and you would lose your power immediately. But sometimes it's worth to run the risk for this, especially if the opposing players are focusing on the top. Cartesian Davids for Sargo 13. And I'm going to be sneaky with my Plague Champion, but I'm not sure if I will succeed since the enemy Plague Champion seems aware of my movements. And Assault Marines for Nimsi. The classic build with for the Space Marine. Usually 2 scout squads are made to go for a sniper squad, at least one of them, in order to take down the sentinel fast. But his sniper rifle is pretty expensive, and he decided to go for assault mine first. Yeah, he spotted me. He spotted me and forced me off. The other side, Sago is trying to prevent this push using his global flare, trying to reach these tactical marines and force melee as soon as possible, but they managed to take down the power node, only that one, and he will pay this dearly with 2 tactical marines. That wasn't worth at all. If he succeeded in taking down at least 1 generator maybe, but just the power node for 2 tactical marines isn't worth at all. Excuse me. Mech boy really mobile thanks to his teleport, trying to move my Erdix in his retreating path, but he's too fast. And this sentinel is in peril now. The assault marines bolt pistol shots are pretty good, but sentinel is a fast unit. I have 2 flamer units now, really good against garrison, but also very close range, which isn't a problem usually against Chaos, since Chaos has pretty bad firepower. And the Space Marine decided to go for melee rather than range. As you can see, unupgraded scouts yet. Trying to return the cap on their natural victory point. And we have the sword for the opposing Plague Champion. Good choice against my short range army. And I try to take this down, these Chaos Marines here in the retreating path. Maybe. Yes, I take them down. That's a big blow for the opposing Plague Champion. And now I'm trying to flank these Havocs, but he's aware of my movements again. I have to back off since I'm attacked by Yorks.
An ally has taken a victory point.
And Nimsi is really putting some good pressure on Sargo. Usually the first commander is a really tough commander to fight for the Imperial Guard. Bottom, the orcs are taking some of the power nodes, and we have stick bombers. Lolly going for tier 3 after just a single purchase in tier 2, which are the stick bombers. Now Nimsi loses his first commander, and since he's a great commander against Imperial Guard, it will be big blow for him unless he repurchases his commander. He really needs this first commander against Sargo, and he's actually in a bad spot to get a revive from his allies, so I think he will have to revive him on his own and pay 250 requisition for him. Also another commander, yeah, the Mac boy is down as well, so the only teleporting commander is down, so really no chance for this first commander to be up soon.
Enemy falters, but he is not
Going for
an ally
opposing plague
has
champion is going for a Chaos Dreadnought, and Nimsi is going for a Dreadnought as well. I went for Bloodletters instead. Usually don't like vehicles on map like this, so
the enemy is capturing one of our strategic points.
with such short routes, your vehicles can be
Understood.
ambushed pretty easily
We have lost
and surrounded pretty easily, which is the big problem usually. I'm bushing pretty well now with 2 flamer units, as you can see.
understood. An ally
Of course, the Bloodletters are vulnerable to enemy vehicles, but they are harder to lose. Going for tier 3 as well. Frank is going for a Tyrant Guard. Full roster for Frank, which is what you would expect from a Tyranid player. Tyranids increase their strength thanks to their numbers. And here again, the opposing play champion is vigilant on his generators, but I managed to take down at least one this time. Nimsi went for an assault cannon immediately for his dreadnought. In my opinion, is not a good choice, even against Imperial Guard. The first engagement you should keep it in melee, since you have the advantage of the surprise, but you decide to go for assault cannon, which is pretty good against Imperial Guard, nevertheless. And against my Bloodletters too, as you can see. Chaos Dreadnought is still in its default state, which is the worst Dreadnought, rather worst Walker available in the game in its default state. It becomes pretty powerful with its marks, but Bloodletters are in danger here. The opposing plague champion, as you can see, is pretty effective against them, and is forcing me on retreats.
We have 300 points remaining.
My warship is too far from them, unfortunately,
The level. Beware. The enemy has breached our
and I'm completely forced off, I think. Yeah, I'm outnumbered. Magpie, the Sentinel barely escaping, and the Magpie can't take it down because its default weapon is pretty bad. It's the only commander together with the Warp Spider which starts with a bad weapon at range and is not great at even in melee. The Magpie, the Warp Spider at least can do some stuff since it has he has a special attack, but the Magpie does not.
ally has taken a victory point.
Going for a fist to fight these dreadnoughts. The only anti-vehicle unit, anti-vehicle weapon for the Plague Champion, despite it being way less effective than the other fists in the game. Commissar Lord now with Stubborn, which regenerates itself based on the allied infantry nearby him, and he takes down the opposing Plague Champion. But a great barrage from these dreadnoughts almost destroys Sargo's entire army. I take down the Havocs, the enemy Havocs, yeah, and I have to back off. As you can see, he's the first commander. Power Fist is really stronger than mine, unfortunately. Going for Marco Zinch on my Chaos Marines. to fight back the opposing Chaos Marines mainly. And trying here resistance against this first commander. My bloodletters under warship, but they are supported by two enemy dreadnoughts. And I have to leave the ground. Sargo still with his sentinel alive, level 2 now. At level 3 it should make a decent amount of damage to these dreadnoughts. But we are both on the way to level 2, unfortunately. We did not have an hard anti-vehicle unit yet. We are counting much on the map confirmation rather than our units, which may be an oversight.
We shall make it so.
Bottom is completely blue now, but they are not putting down generators. As you can see, they are starved in terms of requisition. I have the advantage of tier 3, but doing nothing with this, unfortunately. And now the opposing Chaos Marines are both with Mark of Zinch plus Eternal War. So they are really fearsome squads now for my army. I really need noise maze against them. Now I'm flanked by the Orc. Tyranny player a little bit slow to react, despite Tyrannies being usually a fast race. Now both me and Sargo should push together to have a chance against this enemy composition. Ouch. These Commissar Lord taking billions of damage, as you can see. I'm going for a Noxious Cloud here, trying to dislodge these Havocs. Again the opposing Plague Champion doing his job, unfortunately, but he's just taking some serious damage. And now it's pretty much pure chaos among the opposing CSM. Take down a squad of CSM, but Sargo loses his sentinel, and we have opposing Plague Clouds on probably Sargo stuff. Ouch, my nice marines. Plague Champion now is level 5, he's doing some stuff, but again outnumbered. We are paying the problem of not having a dedicated anti-vehicle unit. And rocks dropped by Lolly on Frank's army. Only the Zoanthrope is severely injured, and fortunately for Frank. The Zoanthrope provides a passive regeneration area, so the nearby Termagants regenerate their health pretty fast. And Sargo takes down the first commander again, but it's an easy position to be revived. MacBoy is still down here. My Plague Champion is pretty slow, but this map is short one for your bases, so it's good on, sort of good for this map. Ouch again. These dreadnoughts combined barrage of really a problem for Sargo's army. Maybe I take down the loyalist one, maybe? Ouch, unfortunately not. The opposing play champion is really doing his job well. Knobs among Tyranids ranks. Chasing down... yeah, take down the Plague Champion. Now all the blue commanders are down, which is a good position for us, and good, bad problem for them, since at least one of them has to be revived by the expenditure of 250 requisition, and this will delay the revive of all the others commander. So we have a big advantage now. We have 3 commanders against none. Now Nimsi repurchased his first commander. I warn my allies that I'm able to use my ultimate, the Imperial Abyss. And we are digging top now. Cast my Imperial Abyss, and Sargo casts his None Shall Fall, the ability of his fist, which is really good to preserve our stuff and kill the opposing one. Despite his commissar being dragged inside the abyss. And we take down most of Nimsi's army. And half of the opposing play champion's army. Now we have a great advantage against them. I don't think they have any more the power to face us. Their armies are too thin for us. Despite Nimsi going for Terminators, ranged Terminators on this map, which are pretty good. Still chasing down this dreadnought for what I can, but eventually also, I think. Not before taking down this first commander, I suppose. Yeah. Actually, the Plague Marines damage over time took it down. Smart CSM going out as soon as they see the stick bombers through. And they lost all their power nodes and all their generators. So this is the game, I think. Tyranny is still with a full roster army. And Sargo managed to preserve his stuff even under Dreadnought's barrages, multiple barrages. GG are called by some players. Yeah, and this is the game, as you can see. Some heroes around halfway to level 4, level 5. Yeah, pretty much all the heroes except for the Elector Alpha, only level 3. But I find it's a hard commander to level up the Elector Alpha. His support capabilities are restricted, I would say. So it was a nice fight. That's all. Thanks for watching, bye.